Feel your body, let the journey bring peace. Hold up. There we go. 5:55, I got change for this harmony. I could bet you that with pace lets you flow free. I'm a full moon, I shine through with purity. Feel your body, let the journey bring peace. 5:55, I got change for this harmony. I could bet you that with pace lets you flow free. I'm a full moon, I shine through with purity. I'm a son, I'ma run up the funds, get it done. I'm the one, feel me, yeah, watch me, get me, yeah. I'm a son, I'ma run up the funds, get it done. I'm the one, feel me, yeah, drop it on, get me, yeah. I feel that, like, hey, hey. Oh, that song is so hard. So, I went to QT like last week, and I've never saw a strawberry shortcake motherfucking muffin. Now, hear me out. I know the new term that we say nowadays, we don't say fat ass no more. We say big back ass. We say big back. They eating so much, they got a big back. I don't know who started it, but I've created a rule for myself where I'll eat one sweet thing a day. Wednesdays, no sweets. And Saturdays, I can extend it a little bit because it's a weekend, you know. So yesterday was Sunday, no sweets. Today is Thursday, good sweet. You feel me? You feel me? Hold on. Taste test. Bro. No, this shit hard. This shit hard. It's only a little bit better than the blueberry one at QT. It's only a little bit better. It's only a little bit. So before I go anywhere, I might have finished this right here. Got me fucked up. Cause this is good as fuck. So y'all, the topic of today's live is not about these cheesecake, but it's definitely a part of it. So please be patient with me as I be patiently, as I am patient with myself as I eat this, because this is fire. If I had some milk on the side, I like oat milk a little bit more than almond milk, just a little bit. But like, I've only had homemade almond milk. I don't think I've had homemade almond milk. I've had homemade oat milk though. Oat milk, man, oat milk low-key is better than almond milk. Low-key. However, it does depend on how it's made. So this is fire, bro. Learn how to forgive in the world they want you to forget. I want y'all to sit with that for a second. Learn how to forgive in the world they want you to forget. Or in a world they want you to forget. What's good, y'all? What's good, everybody that's in the live? I appreciate you for being live with me right now. Like the video. It's free. It's free to like. It's free to just double tap the screen. Just do it. Why not? You got nothing else to do. So just tap the screen. Even if you just here for half a second, just tap the screen and go. If you want to leave, go ahead. Just tap the screen, double tap that motherfucker, and go ahead about your day if you want to, because it's about to get deep. I'm just enjoying this good-ass strawberry cheesecake muffin that is high-key fire. Go ahead and do that. This shit is ridiculously funny. Let's get at least 5 likes. Can we do that? Is that possible? Can we get at least 5 likes? I feel like it's possible. I feel like we can get 5 likes. I feel like that's possible. Let's get 5 likes, guys. Do I play Fortnite? No. I honestly would rather get on Call of Duty before Fortnite because I suck at building on that game. But Fortnite's not bad though. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. For everyone that's in the live, please like the video. Let's get just 5 likes on the live. Just 5 likes. No, nothing too crazy. Just 5 likes. We're finna get into it in a minute. I'm just enjoying this right now, and I don't want to take off with this, and then I fail to keep it going because this is reeling me back. So we may be 5 minutes in. So if you're here listening to this in the future, because I know I'm gonna post a link to this video on my Facebook and Instagram. So give me about like 30 more seconds. Cause this is good, bro. Like, that shit was fire. Do y'all think it's weird that there are people in this world who would rather wipe their fingers compared to people who would like lick the ingredients off the fingers when they eat? Like, finger licking good, right? I've always been the type of person to like lick my fingers after I eat a good meal instead of like just using a napkin. Like, yeah, you can say it's like etiquette, like why do that when you can use a napkin? But it's like, you know, why not embrace what my hands just used by, you know what I'm saying? Just yeah. I ain't even yeah. All right. So we finna get on the road. Oh shit. Learn how to forgive in the world they want you to forget. So here's the thing. How often do you say you're gonna do something, you don't do it, and when you don't do it, you condemn yourself for not doing what you said you were gonna do? Like, you may not consciously do it, but your thoughts be like, I thought we was gonna do this. You know what? I'll just do it later. And then it get pushed back some more, gets pushed back some more. You don't end up doing it. It's one example, right? Here's another one. How many times has someone said they would do something for you and they don't end up doing it? Do you end up forgiving them? Like, do you say within yourself, rather it's in your mind, or you verbally say it out loud, you know what, I could forgive them for that because this, that, and the third? How often have you forgiven your brother, your sister, your cousin, your uncle, your auntie? How often have you forgave them for what they may have done to you without any form of, let's just say, aggression? How often do you forgive? Is that Mason? What's good, Mason? Thank you, Mason, for still being here, brother. Stay here, stay for a while. You're gonna like it. So you say you forgive, that's good. All right. Why is it important to forgive others as much as ourselves? Why is it important? From the way I see it, from my perspective, and it's just, you know what I'm saying, it's just me. You forgive people simply because you're giving away, you're detaching from the emotional connection from what someone has done or have not done for you. And then when you bring it back to yourself, when you're able to forgive yourself, you are releasing the emotional attachment to what you have done or what you have not yet done. That connects to, you are releasing the attachment of what you said you were going to do but didn't do it. You're letting it go. Simply put, you're just letting it go. Being able to let go is pretty much powerful, in my opinion. Because when you're able to let go of something, that means you're not holding on to it. It's kind of like mucus. If you're sick and you're coughing up, like you feel the spit, like the mucus come up your throat and shit. Well, if you got a stuffy nose and you can't blow out your nose, you can't breathe out your nose, my bad. If you hold on to that mucus in your body, the sickness is gonna last longer. Do we know that, or do you all know that when you are sick, it came from a manifestation of you holding on to toxic connections? Toxic connections are when things are sitting inside you for so long with no purpose, with no real, like, it's not adding to your success. It's not adding to your worth. It's not adding to who you are to be effective as a person on this planet, a person in your community, even a person just for yourself. If you can legit let go of certain things that's toxic to you, that's hurting your body, you will get better at discerning your life, and you will get better at choosing better outcomes for yourself and not getting so attached to things that's going on. See, growing up, I had attachment issues. Not even gonna lie. So my dad, he was not consistently around after I turned like, I would say like 7, 8 years old. Now, even before then, my dad was around, but like all fathers that work hard to take care of their family, he wasn't home a lot. Now, because he was not home a lot, it left a lot of gap, a lot of space in between me spending time with my father and me learning things a young man should learn. Like, for instance, my dad didn't teach me how to groom myself. My mom did. My dad didn't teach me how to talk to ladies. I learned from school, from the other kids, and I learned from my mom and even my brothers. Shoot. And even outside of that, or even to add on to that, I also learned from TV, watching TV. See, a lot of kids that are 24 and younger, a lot of their knowledge, and even people that's a little bit older than me, a lot of their knowledge came from them learning something from what they've seen, but not from what they've been taught. Seeing and being taught something are two different things. That's why it's two different words. When you see something, you're observing it. You're picturing it. It's on your TV, it's on your screen, it's in your face. You're not actually taking things in. But when you see something so consistently, it's kind of like you have no other options. It's like if you're taking a test and the option is A or B, and A is what you see and B is what you don't see, you're gonna choose A. You're gonna choose A. That's just a fact. You're gonna choose what the fuck you see. And I say that to say this. One, you are who you hang around. And two, you are what you end up observing. So for instance, my dad was a truck driver. Well, he still is a truck driver. He does not consistently, he didn't have one-on-one man conversations with me, right? But he can drive like a mug, though. So one of the things I got from my dad, his ability to drive. He can drive his ass off. It's one of the things I got from him. There's people out here with dads that know how to be a pharmaceutical drug dealer and they became that themselves. A perfect example of that is Ali Sadiq. His dad was doing that, and he ended up becoming it and became really successful. And Ali Sadiq, he's a good comedian. You should tap in with him if you ain't already. So, I'm looking at 5:55 in front of me. Forgiving yourself and forgiving the people that have done you wrong gives you the chance to detach from things that's been hurting you for so long. I'm gonna be transparent with y'all. The other day, I recognized that a lot of things that I do creatively, the purpose behind it, for one, is to build a community where it's peace, love, positivity, unity, and elevation. All of these things are uplifting, I'm trying to find a better word. They're uplifting components for life, for human beings, man, woman, child, for man, woman, child, and for even elders, even all races, because I'm not a racist. I'm for the people. Now, obviously, I'm for my people first, because naturally, if an Asian is going to be for the people, but an Asian is going to fuck with their tribe first before they fuck with the people. Unless they went through something growing up where they, like, a group of Asians was fighting against that one Asian kid, and he never liked Asians since, like, shit like that. Like, that's the only reason why, kind of like a Uncle Ruckus type of thing. That's the only way a person that is from a culture will hate the culture that is born inside of. Is if the people treat him or her like shit. It's just as simple as that. And if you know the Boondocks, you know Uncle Ruckus, and you know how that go. So boom, right? Forgiving. If Uncle Ruckus would have forgave his dad for beating the shit out of him for so much, he wouldn't be Uncle Ruckus. But then again, do you blame Uncle Ruckus for being the way that he is? Could you blame Uncle Ruckus for not forgiving his father? You can't. Can we blame white people for all the things that we've done? Can we forgive them? Like, as a black person, I say this with my ancestors with me. Like, can we legitimately forgive the white people for all they've done in the past 400 or 500 years? Immediately I hear no, fuck no, hell no. And in the back of the back, I hear, I can. Now I ask myself, and this is in real time. This is not me like going over something I did earlier. No, it's real time. Why would anybody in the black community want to forgive a white person or the white community or the Caucasian race for all the things they've done to black people? Why would you want to forgive them? The answer is because we don't know what they have been through for them to treat us the way they've treated us for so many years. Plus, let me add on, plus, you do not know how long this planet has actually been around. Now, granted, we are gifted with one body per lifetime. We are not waking up in a different body every day. So, you know what I'm saying? That makes it hard for someone to agree with forgiving a race of people that generally hated another race based off their skin complexion, their abilities, their skills, their mental capacity, their ability to connect with the planet, the heart, all of that. That's a fact. Even the Dr. Martin Luther King, peaceful to the mug, peaceful to the motherfucker. He ended up getting killed. He was too peaceful. Malcolm X got killed. He was too radical. He was too free. Now, I'm not saying we need to another person needs to arise to be like the bridge in between them two, even though there are multiple people that are the bridge between them two. However, what I am saying is that instead of fighting for equality, why don't we fight for forgiveness? And this is just an idea. Like, once again, I did not think of this earlier today. This is just coming to me now. This is like, why don't we fight for forgiveness? Why do we always fight for equality? We want to be equal, but bro, let's be honest. A man and woman are not theoretically on equal grounds. A man cannot produce a child by himself. A man cannot nut inside of another man and produce a child. A woman cannot nut inside of another woman to produce a child. These are two opposites that are very similar in many ways that come together to create something else. That's that 1 + 1 = 3. So then, if we're saying that, hold up then. Let's whoa. If we're saying we should fight for forgiveness, then like, how do we do that? Like, how do you fight for forgiveness? How the hell do you fight for forgiveness? You fight for forgiveness by understanding the other side. So I have like a miraculous ability. Chill time. I have a miraculous ability to handle a situation by understanding both sides of the spectrum. If there's a problem and we're flipping a coin to handle which way we want to take the problem as far as finding an answer, I need to understand heads and tails so that we can move with a unified understanding. So for instance, I could use my homie as an example. He called me the other day. He had dealt with some things with his parole officer. And after he dealt with the things with his parole officer, he had to go to jail. He just got a crib with his girl. And they doing good still now, but he had to apologize to her because, you know, he felt bad. And she had to handle it on her own for a little bit. And now that he's out, he feel like he had to, she's not understanding. He feels like she's not understanding. He's trying, he's apologizing. But then I'm like, I feel where you coming from, bro, but are you actually feeling what she's saying, though? Like, it's a text message, duh. But are you feeling what she's saying in these text messages? Or are you just reading them and thinking about what's the next thing you should say? You should say instead of feeling what's the next thing you should say. See, a lot of times we think so fucking much, we don't get a chance to have ourselves process what the fuck we're feeling. And that's only because we are so unapologetically selfish as people, even sometimes myself, that we don't recognize that other people are going through shit. The person that you see shot up a fucking school, he was going through shit. No one wakes up and just say, you know what? Today's the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, something had to lead to that shit. No one just wakes up and decide, you know what? I'm a RAPE somebody today. I don't want to say it because it's you feel me? It's YouTube. But you know what? I feel like doing this today. Like, no one wakes up and does this. Things had to happen for this trauma to be placed on someone else. And if it has been placed on someone else, I can guarantee you the person who's committing whatever the thing is that can be traumatizing, that could be scary, that can be all of these things, they never forgave the person who treated them like shit. They never forgave the person who treated them like shit. So if they never forgave the person who treated them like shit, what makes you think they gonna treat somebody else good if they know they never received it? For my anime friends, For elders that's watching this, I guarantee you might not pick this up, but listen, if you ever watch Naruto, this man was treated like shit from birth. From birth. From the moment his ass had his own crib that the Hokage gave him because his mom and dad sacrificed themselves so he can live. From the moment this nigga had his own spot and went to school, everybody gave him the side eye. Everybody treated him like shit. He went through pain. And the crazy thing is, he evolved as a person so much, he literally had to fight pain. And when he fought pain, what happened? He ended up changing pain. He changed motherfucking pain in the show because he understood what pain went through because he himself was the embodiment of it. Bro, all of us got demons inside of us. All of us. We all have a demon inside of us. And guess what? We all got angels too. We all have demons and angels inside of us. You want to know what makes one person different from the next? What they're going to do with this angel or demon. That is the only thing that makes everyone different from everyone else. Because guess what? We all got our own spark. We all got our own mindset, our own heart. We all pump in our own way. We all got our own aura. But one thing that sets us apart, and I'm gonna say this on the spiritual side, because I'm not gonna say like our sparks are similar, but they have similarities. Like for instance, one artist that makes rap and another person that does the piano, they're both an artist, just with different, you know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is, we all have the same shit that we go through, just in different sizes. Like, growing up, I wish I had my dad around. Like, genuinely. If a genie popped up in my life when I was 11, 12 years old, I would have been like, I wish I could see my dad every other day. I wish my dad could pick me up from school and I hang out with him for the week. Like, shit like that is what I would wish for as a child. On a larger scale, there's somebody whose dad left their life completely. By the time they turned 3, their dad left, gone. Never seen him before. Never seen him since. And you know what they call their dad? People who have dads like that, they call their ass a sperm donor. A sperm donor. That's fucking crazy to me, because how the hell it's like, I can understand, but it's like, damn. It's like, damn. Like, you're so upset and disappointed in your own father that you call him a sperm donor. And I feel you though. Like, I genuinely feel you, because real talk, if my dad was not in my life since I was 3 years old and I heard the term sperm donor, I would have been like, shit, that's what kind of what my dad is. I would say that too. However, because I'm not in that same spectrum, because I didn't experience the same things, I can't accept that as my reality. As an observer, I can see it and understand it and feel where it's coming from. However, I can't accept that as my own individual path, my own individual journey. Thank you to the water. Thank you to the water element and the tea. That shit is fire. Learning to forgive is a motherfucking cheat code. Learning to forgive is as big as a cheat code as understanding your weaknesses. Learning to forgive is just as big as a cheat code as as much as understanding your mother or father's childhood. If you understood your mother and father's childhood, at least like even 35%. Like, you, because like realistically, we don't know our childhood to the 100%. Like, we don't. We can't travel to each day that we experience something amazing and know the day back to back on some shit. Like, we can't. Like, real shit, we don't. But we know it to at least like a 60 to 75 percentile. At least I do. I can say it's like half the people in the world, they know about 50% of their childhood. Depending on how traumatized, because trauma doesn't have to be a good or bad, it's just an event. Depending on how traumatized these events were, depends on how much their childhood they remember. Learning to forgive is a fucking power. It is a motherfucking tool. And I know I'm cursing, but we're breaking these curses, and I'm bringing a curse that could break the curse. You can only break things with equal or more force. If I was to throw a football at you and a line drive, and you throw a tennis ball back at me in a line drive, what you think is gonna win, the football or the tennis ball? What you think gonna win, the football or the tennis ball? And then when you figure out which one, obviously the football is gonna win. The football is only gonna deteriorate like a little bit. It's gonna go from like a spiral to like a little wobble. But if you throw a football at a football, kaboom, it's gonna, you feel me? It ain't gonna continue to move forward. That's how we gotta start treating things that we're going through. Don't treat trauma with, like, for instance, if trauma is a fucking gun, let's not put bullets in that bitch, which are more traumatic events, and shoot it, meaning exploding. If trauma's a gun, let's approach this gun with a screwdriver, with a fucking Clorox wipe, and some gloves. Because guess what? You're cleaning the trauma. You're cleaning the gun. You're wiping away the residue that is on this tool. And when the tool is done and the residue is gone, guess what? You're gonna feel a little bit different about using a gun now, because you've taken the time to nurture this tool. And if you nurture something, you want to use it for the right reasons. A lot of these rappers out here, they have guns and all this shit, but I completely doubt there are any rappers out here that are sitting down, literally cleaning their guns. I doubt it. Whether they're legal or unlegal, I doubt there's anybody that's really out here consistently cleaning their guns. And when I say cleaning, I mean like, I'm cleaning this bitch. I'm not like, let me say it correctly. What I'm not saying is cleaning it to get prepared to use it. What I'm saying is cleaning it so that when I need to use it, it doesn't have an issue. It doesn't jam up on me. I can use it for the right reasons. I had an experience in, like, I think it was like sophomore year, high school. Around this time, I didn't necessarily hang with gang members, but they were affiliated, but I never was around when they did the shit they did. We was just at the park hooping. I chilled in their neighborhood, and that was kind of it. Not all of them were gang members, though. Let's just be real. Only like one or two. And yeah. But one day, I think it was like a fight or some shit that happened at the park. And what's that? The fight that happened at the park, I think it led to like police coming or something like that. But this was all before the fight happened. We are all like linked up at the court, and then like one of the homies' brothers like called him over to the bathroom, and he had called all of us. I'm like, what the fuck? Why? This is at the time when I used to follow the crowd instead of being my own motherfucking person. So being a follower, I followed everybody. I'm like, all right, what's going on? They go to the bathroom door. Tell me why the big brother walks out with a gun pointed at everybody's head. Like, why? Now, because I'm from Chicago, I'm not necessarily afraid of guns because I hear them all the time, but I don't often see guns. Like, well, I did used to play with like the gun app in school. Like, you know, you press the button and it shoots and it sounds like the real gun. I used to trip people out in class. It used to be low-key funny. It was fucked up, but it was kind of funny. It's kind of like when you in class and you press like the fart sound in class while everybody's quiet. That should be funny. That should be funny. However, to get to why I'm even bringing that experience up is because that is a misuse of a tool. For one, you don't aim a gun at somebody, number one, as entertainment. Number two, You don't fuck with kids and guns. Granted, my sophomore year, I'm like 15, 16 years old. Probably like 16, because it was after it got warm outside, and my birthday is before the second semester of school. So it's in the first semester. So I know it's like, you know what I'm saying, after that. You don't fuck with guns and children. They're not supposed to mesh. They could fuck with, like, if they're taught how to use weapons at a young age, I can understand it, because they won't have such a traumatic response to it, and then they won't feel pulled to it from a uneducated point of view. So ooh, that's it good. So I bring that experience up to say, you do not have to load up your traumatic experiences and shooting them out at people. You don't have to do that. And it takes a lot of patience with yourself more than anything. If you learn how to be a little bit more patient with yourself, like for instance with myself, an example that I'm doing, an in-life sample. I eat sweets. I eat one sweet thing Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday and Sunday. Saturday I do like a little bit extra, because you know what I'm saying, you've been working hard all week, you had that Saturday, and then Sunday starts the new week, because the calendar is from Sunday to motherfucking Saturday. So Saturday is like the end of the week special type of thing. It's like the end of the week offer type of thing. So I use Saturday as my, like, I can reward myself for more than what I do during the week. But Wednesdays is no sweets, none of that. This is building patience and discipline within myself. So if you're able to build patience and discipline with yourself, you're going to learn how to forgive other people for what they've done to you in your life, and you're going to learn how to forgive yourself a lot more. And when you learn how to become a forgiving person, a forgiving soul, a forgiving spirit, you're going to start recognizing who matches your value and who match your value. You're an artist that's consistently dropping like 2-3 videos a week, and you connected with somebody who's dropping 2 to 1 videos a week. They're trying to get to your level and get there, and they may be coming to you as a friend, like you're at the level. Guess what? Y'all can help each other. It's like hand-to-hand combat. Combat don't have to be like fighting. It could be also collaboration. So I would say a different word. Instead of hand-to-hand combat, it could be a one-on-one collaboration. People think you need money to feel like you can forgive someone. There is one thing more valuable than money that no one can control. Time. Even the government, they can try to control time as far as setting an hour back, an hour early, and having fucking time zones and shit. But guess what? Time is going to continue to go. The clock don't stop. And even to be more specific, the sun will always rise again. To be in the future, but the sun will always rise again. So that means you gotta be more patient with yourself as you are rising again. Be more patient with yourself. Forgive more. What's a better way to say it? Be more forgiving. Simple as that. Be more forgiving, fam. Be more forgiving. Because the better you are, your parents, your sisters, your brothers, your cousins, friends, your old relationships, your old football coach, your old basketball coach, your old soccer coach, your old manager, your old co-worker, the goddamn the dealership that tried to sell you a fuck up ass car, but you got it anyway because you just wanted a vehicle. The barber who fucked up your lineup a couple years back, but you was like, man, fuck it, I ain't gonna get that mad, but I am pissed though. The person who didn't do your hair right. Forgive more. Learn how to strive for forgiveness instead of striving for money, perfection, even relationships. You don't even need to strive for a relationship, because guess what? The only relationship that is more valuable than any other relationship. This is going to crack a lot of heads when I say this, but it's the relationship with yourself. Because guess what? The first person you acknowledged when you started to gain consciousness, it wasn't God. It was you. You were the first thing you acknowledged when you started to gain consciousness. And guess what? It could be like this. It could have been you looking in the mirror. It could have been you seeing yourself in your father. It could have been you seeing yourself in your mother. It could have been you hanging out with your brother. It could have been you hanging out with your sister. There's so many things that kind of like snaps yourself into the reality of like, okay, this is my body. Hold up. I'm controlling this body. I'm in this thing. Okay, cool. Bet. I'm in this thing. Let's get it going. Like, these moments mean a lot. Like, I'm working on doing a better job of harmonizing my highs and lows, not balancing it. Because life is going to always try to tip the scales. It's going to always try to tilt your life left and right, forward and backward, up and down, all this shit, push you forward and back, like all of that. Life is going to do that. But if you can harmonize with life, it's kind of like if you hear, like, you know, when you hear a car beeping and it's like beep, 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 you know, all, like, anybody who's a musician, they're going to try to create a beat with the beep, beep. They're going to be like beep, 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 like shit like that. That's because we're harmonizing with the chaos that's going on. Us as people, we do a great job of harmonizing with our music, with our job, with our money, with our relationships. And it don't have to be like 100% harmonized, because scales, there's levels to this shit. However, we have a very difficult time harmonizing with ourselves. My mechanic, I went to go see my car. That shit is having problems with it. You know what I'm saying? It's all right, dealing with it one day at a time. I ain't even tripping too much, because the universe is replanting me. It is seeding me. It's putting me in position to where I can grow even more, and I'm so fine with that. I'm so fine with that. And he had told me last week his 30-year-old nephew ended his own life. Now, it made me sad, because I'm like, for one, bro, you're 30. Like, you're 30. Like, what? What the hell? And then, I don't know his circumstances. I didn't really ask too much. I didn't want to get my mechanic emotional and all of that. However, but to hear that makes me feel like it's so, like, it hits close to home, because it's somebody I know. I don't know anybody who've committed suicide personally. So to know the fact I know someone personally who knows someone who committed suicide recently, and it's their family, that just makes me feel like he never had a chance to forgive the people who never acknowledged him. He never had a chance to speak up. He never had a chance to feel loved by the people who he really wanted to be loved by. And he never had a chance to really experience life in the way that he wanted to experience. He said, man, fuck it, I'm 30. I can't even do this shit no more. That shit's crazy to me. And I pray his soul and spirit goes where he can be acknowledged, loved, and appreciated. Because a lot of people be pulling the plug. Like that song that Logic made, where if you don't know who Logic is, you're sleeping under a rock. But Logic, he dropped a song that was suicide prevention, I think like 2016, 17, I don't know. And when he dropped that song, it went like super platinum. It has like almost 1 billion streams on YouTube Music. And because of that song, so many people like stopped committing suicide. However, how many artists are doing that shit now? Still talking about like the power of you can be heard, you could be felt. Just love yourself a little bit more and do better for yourself. That was a bar in itself. It's real, like, it's real rough out here, man. Like despite Donald Trump, the politics, the assassinations, well, not assassinations, the genocide in the other side of the world, despite the what else is going on? Despite the like sports, entertainment, all that shit, despite all of that, a lot of people don't give a fuck about that. Like the people that do, they're getting paid to review it, look at it, like all that shit. Some people also do it because they want the betterment of the people. But the best way to reach people is to acknowledge that they are existing and show them respect by giving them the opportunity to live. Like, I'm so thankful for the universe and so thankful for myself, because I've spoken so many affirmations in the past 2-3 years. Like, oh my gosh, so many affirmations. Probably over like 50 different affirmations. And half of them I came up with myself. And the fact all those affirmations led to me going on a cruise, led to me experiencing New York for free, and allow me to experience California for free. Now, I may not have walked the fucking the shit with the stars and stuff like that, or go to LA for real, but I went to 2 separate places for free, and I got on a cruise. Nigga, what? A cruise? New York and Cali? And pay nothing? I got there from simply loving myself. I got there from trusting in the universe. I got there by being patient with myself and forgiving those who have done me wrong and forgiving myself. So you do the same. There's a high possibility you may even have greater blessings than I do. And you should. You deserve it. Thank you for listening.
Is right. I'm still at work.
Oh my God. I just got home, so Mom connected back to the thing. Anyway, man, I love y'all. Enjoy your day, and peace out.